All right, lads, how you doing? Welcome back to the Blue Lounge. Welcome back to the channel. Lads, Roberto De Zerbi has spoken about Moses Caicedo and Levi Colwill specifically in his press conference for the Chelsea-Brighton preseason fixture. He addressed both our player Levi Colwill and his player Moses Caicedo. Lads, I'm going to be showing you exactly what Roberto De Zerbi said, and we're going to be addressing each point one by one. Before we continue, do me a favor. If you're new to the Blue Lounge and you're a Chelsea fan and you support Chelsea content creators, hit that subscription key and turn that bell notification button on. And if you do enjoy this content and you're already a subscriber, why not smash that like button? I'd very much appreciate it. Now, Ben Jacobs has given us a breakdown. Let's have a look. So this is what De Zerbi said in his press conference as per Ben Jacobs. Roberto De Zerbi on Moses Caicedo. The situation is very clear. Moses is a Brighton player. I spoke with Tony Bloom and he told me if the conditions don't change, Moses stays with us. He goes on to say, on Levi Colwill, I don't like speaking about players of other clubs. I speak about Caicedo because he is our player. With Levi, I am proud of him. He showed his quality at the under-21 Euros. But then he goes on to say, he was asked a question, did you promise Caicedo he could leave? And this is Zerbi's answer. It's not true. I am not the owner or sporting director. In my work, I am used to speak with my players every day. But I didn't give my word on nothing. We didn't speak about the next transfer window or the transfer market. Then he went on to say, I start next season with Caicedo in my head in the first 11. I want Caicedo and Colwill. He's not supposed to be speaking about players of other teams, right? I want Caicedo and Colwill in my team. But we will see. And if there are players who want to leave, we have to eventually permit it. Okay. He was asked, is Caicedo worth 100 mil? It's not for me to talk about the price. My job is to coach. The price is for our owner and our CEO. They will decide the right price. Okay. He did talk about Colwill, even though he said he wasn't going to. Yeah. I want Colwill. I want Caicedo and Colwill in my team. You want him, yeah? You want Caicedo and Colwill, yeah? All right. Let's discuss this. Lads, what we've just read, that statement by De Zerbi, it has a lot of implications. A lot of implications. Number one, Caicedo was never promised that he will be sold if a reasonable price, if any reasonable fee was, placed for him. But we heard from sources, reputable sources, that Caicedo was promised just that. Caicedo was promised that if a fee, a substantial fee, was put for him, there was a gentleman's agreement between De Zerbi and Caicedo. If a respectable, a sound fee was placed for him and he did want to leave, he will be allowed to leave. Now Chelsea have made two substantial bids for Caicedo. That was not honoured. That agreement was not honoured. And now De Zerbi is saying, I never made such an agreement. I never gave Caicedo my word on this. Is it true? Were those, was that reporting inaccurate? Was Caicedo never actually given that promise? Or was he given that promise and now De Zerbi is going back on his word? Because if De Zerbi is going back on his word, the ramifications of that is massive, both for Caicedo and for other players in that team. Because if he is turning his back on Caicedo after he gave him his word, then his word don't mean shit for the rest of the team, the rest of the players. He does not honour his word. If he did give him his word. And again, we've had reports, from reputable, respectable, trustworthy tier 1 journalists who have said this. Number one. Number two, he says, I am not going to talk about players who play for other teams. Guess what? Levi Colwill doesn't play for Brighton. He plays for Chelsea. He's a Chelsea player. For you to say, I want him in my team with Caicedo, trying to put some kind of pressure up, trying to put some sort of twist, some sort of flip to it. Colwill is not going to be sold to Brighton under any circumstances. We are a defender short right now. There is no way we are selling Colwill, especially not to Brighton, especially not on these circumstances, not under these conditions and under these negotiations. I have reached the limit when it comes to Caicedo, lads, and the way that Brighton are handling this. Brighton are taking the piss. Straight up. Brighton are taking the piss, and we can't allow this to continue. No one is paying Brighton anything close to what Chelsea have offered so far for Caicedo. Caicedo wants to leave. Caicedo wants to come. Chelsea should now flip it on him. Turn it on him. We are going to back away from the deal. We are not going to continue negotiations with Caicedo, especially after all the BS that you guys have been putting towards our player, Colwill. Enough is enough. There are other players out there. Tchouaméni is one. Tchouaméni is one. We want Caicedo. But not when it comes to this. Not when it comes to this. I know some of you are going to be saying, oh, you're taking this out of context. You're blowing it out of proportion. No. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Brighton need to see and understand their level. They need to see and understand their level. Last season was a good season for you guys. But even your last season, for us, would be classified as a failure. Yeah? Your last season, the season that you guys are so proud of and so happy about, that would have been a failure for us. Yes, we had a worse season than you, but that was a failure too. Okay, we are at a different level to you guys. Don't be trying to bang heads with us. All right, you don't want to sell Caicedo for the price that we've offered. That's it, go, done. There are other players out there. There are a lot more players out there that can do just as well, maybe even for a lower price than this. We have given Brighton enough money. We have given Brighton enough attention. I think the time has come for us to close the tap on Brighton, because we have given them too much and they are now starting to get greedy. Chelsea is not your, your bank where you can just go in there and take money out whenever you want. We've done that for you. We've given you a ton of money on stupid ass deals, and enough is enough. We're not going to continue doing this anymore. Chelsea, Todd Bowley, Iqbali, whoever is in charge of making this decision, leave Caicedo. That's it. If this is the way they want to do it, let them keep Caicedo for another season, knowing what has happened this transfer window. Okay, and let's see how Caicedo performs next season for them on the back of this saga, this debacle that they have done. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay? We came into this transaction with good faith. We gave you a decent bid, another better bid. You don't want to do this, turn around, walk away, we're done, we're finished. Don't keep trying to hustle. Enough is enough. Lads, that is it for this video. I just wanted to give it out there and let you know what I'm thinking right now. Have a good day, lads. I'll catch you in the next upload. Take care, stay safe, and peace.